to another video. This is Coffee
and Tea. Today we're gonna be doing our September TBR. Excuse the noise. There's some people in the background.
I got construction going on in the background.
Yeah. Sorry.
Also, technically, welcome to my apartment. We are recording here today instead of Yani's house. It's probably gonna be switching back and forth between the houses. We'll see how it goes.
First, for our September TBR, I plan to be reading The Witch and the Dead. I don't know if I will be able to finish this this month, just because I usually with this books I take quite a bit reading them, but I will try finishing it in the month. It is the 7th book on the Witchcraft Mystery series. It's a very cute witchy mystery, and it's just right there for the beginning of fall.
For my TBR, my game plan is to try and finish some of the books I started. So one of my first list, it is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I butchered that, I know I did.
I just realized I didn't say her name.
How dare you. So the book follows Blue. She ends up finding out she's from an extensive family of psychics. I've read a little bit. I'm actually on page 46. I started this all the way back in BookCon because it was one of the lightest books to take with me while we were waiting for the meet and greets. Follows her, follows all 4 of these Raven Boys. They come to this prestigious school. To be honest, I haven't fully read the back because I wanted to be more surprised than anything. I am literally telling you what I know from the beginning, and when I read this all back in BookCon, I can tell you how long it's been since I started it. But this has been in my want to read list for a while. When I finally got my hands on the book, I wanted to start it, but then I got sidetracked with everything else. So, but it's in my list, I promise.
Okay, for my second book, I'm planning to read the Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice. I technically have already, this is the companion that has the first 3 books. I technically read the first 2. I'm probably going to reread them just because it's been a while. But this includes the interview with the vampire, the vampire Lestat, and the Queen of the Damned. So I'll probably be reading this and continuing with this series. And the way I can explain that is, if just seeing the movies, it's pretty much the same concept as the movies. It's just, more detail and whatnot.
Is the Illuminating Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Again, my TBR this month is books that I've already started, and I'm kind of just wanting in my aim to finish them. So there is this one. This is actually a very intriguing book. Everything is told in the form of files. It is more of a sci-fi kind of book. I've been in a sci-fi kind of moodish, I guess. Basically, it's hard to tell. It follows the story of these 2 past lovers. Their world basically got destroyed. They're running away. They are in this craft, and there's so many secrets, so much going on, that they're trying to figure it out. But you also kind of have to figure it out because you're not getting an actual story. You are getting a bunch of files that you're reading through. I do find that this book, it's a little bit hard for me to fully get into because half the time I also feel like I'm also reading Wikipedia files. It's still very interesting. It's just a very slow read. So I'm hoping, putting that on my TBR, that I can finish it this month. And that's my goal. That's my goal for that one.
Okay, for the 3rd book for me, I don't know much about this book, and I don't want to know a lot about this book. Is the Siren by Kiera Cass. She's one of my favorite authors, and so far all I know is pretty much what is on the back, and it's not a lot. So yeah, I just feel like this is a great book to kick off and say goodbye to summer. So that's
Bye, Summer.
yeah.
Okay, for my TBR list, my next read is to finish Renegades by Marissa Meyer. All 50 pages left of it. I have had a very hard time finishing this book. It wasn't until I was about halfway through the book that I peeked to the end of the book, kind of to see the ads that usually come with books, that I found out that Renegade's actually supposed to have a second series. And that was all the way back in March that I figured it out. So ever since March, I have been reading the last 100 pages at a very, very slow rate. I love the book. It is amazing. Nova is probably one of my favorite characters ever. Adrian is such a charming young boy. The entire cast is just beautiful. The story is amazing. I have such a love-hate relationship because it is 50 pages and there is literally no answers to anything. And I had to wait till November. I still have to wait till November, but everyone's been pushing me about it, so I figured, let's finish Renegades. That's probably going to take me about an hour at most, and that's if I'm reading very, very slowly. So, Renegades is the next book on my list, and hopefully I can power through the last 50 pages of Renegades. Hopefully.
Okay. So for my fourth book, I'm gonna be reading of Leah Mandel's Beat. I finally got it. I'm super excited to read about it. I can't really talk too much about this because it's technically a sequel, but it is the sequel for Siren Businesses, the Homo Sapien Agenda. And I love that book. I ate it in like a day. It was just so great. But yeah, I'm planning to read this, and it's just a quick, happy book.
Before the storm.
Yeah.
Literally. Among one of my other reads, and pictures will be right here, I'm going to try to finish Stormdancer. Give me 1 second, I forgot the author. Actually, Jay Kristoff. Same author from the Illuminating Files. He wrote Stormdancer. It basically mixed feudal era Japan and steampunk and marched them together into this chaotic yet beautiful world and story. I plan on trying and finishing Stormdancer. It's probably the fourth book that I'm going to try and finish. Sadly, though, I don't have a physical cover. It's on my Nook. So that's my fourth book. Don't ask me, because I don't remember a lot about it, other than it is steampunky and it's been beautiful ever since. I'm only on like the first 200 pages too, so it's not like I'm very far.
My fifth book, I am planning to, and it's gonna be right here, to read Save the Date by Morgan Matson, and it's pretty much about this girl named Charlie
very
Grant.
prepared, okay? We promise you we are. We have Audible and Goodreads on our side.
Charlie Grant, and her older sister is getting married over the weekend, and it's about the last time before the house is sold, when all her siblings are getting together, and it's about all the shenanigans that happened during that time before the wedding. Okay.
Okay, for me, I am capping it at 4 books. Basically, we also have a little thing that we're going to start and try out on our channel, which will come right after her last TBR. My lists are smaller, mostly because I also have a full-time job, sadly, so that's where most of my time goes. But I'm going to cap it up at 4. I'm supposed to have 5, but you'll see at the end.
Okay, this my 6th book, I'm gonna try. I make no promises, but I think it's time I stop procrastinating and read more Storm.
You're such a brave soul.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna read it or I just gonna do the audiobook for it because I own both. Probably gonna go back and forth with both of them and see how it turns out. But probably gonna do more of the audiobook because I know this is gonna be emotionally draining for me. So, yeah. And yeah, that's it for now. Now we're gonna show you our little surprise. This is something that we're planning to probably every other month except December because we have something planned special for December. But we are pretty much...
She's short, she can't reach. Okay, so in this bag we have our last 2 TBRs, one for Yani and one for me. What we're doing is basically we're taking the idea that a couple of YouTubers have been doing where they either grab the TBR from another booktuber or they take suggestions from another booktuber. Basically, we are taking that idea, but we're twisting it into, it's 2 of us in the channel already, so we're basically giving each other a suggestion. And yeah, so basically this bag right here, I don't know what her suggestion is, and she doesn't know what mine is. It's right in this bag. I know I got this at Barnes & Noble, but for free. So in this bag is our suggestions. I'll go first. I think her book's on the top.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so. We had somebody else put...
Yeah, so that we wouldn't see what each other chose for each other. But I am reaching. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, you have a big... you have a big read. So, I'm the small one. So, for my TBR of September, my secret suggestion is... Oh god, you're having me read the selection. I should have seen it coming. Here you go. So, I got The Selection by Kiera Cass. It's the only book in my TBR that I have not started yet, which means it's the one book that I have to finish. It is our goal to at least finish the one book we have suggested for each other before the month ends. It's the one book our goal revolves around. I have been trying to put up The Selection forever. The Selection is not a story that caught my attention. When you're telling me to read Hunger Games or The Selection, I would probably pick The Hunger Games. It has a little bit more action. I'm a bit of the more tomboy out of the 2 of us. But at least for me, she read it, she told me I'm wrong, and I was like, maybe. But
it is
my secret TBR of the month, that's what we'll call it. Secret TBR of the month is The Selection. I guess I'm gonna read it, guys.
Yeah. Is The Selection is one of my favorite series. It's a dystopian, and I think she will enjoy it. Okay. Let's see.
You have a bunch of big books already. We're just giving each other books you should have read a while ago.
Oh, Carry On by Ren Burrell. I actually own the book. I haven't read it. It's been on my over 100 book TBR bookshelf.
Now it's on the September.
So, okay, I think I can do this.
I didn't realize she had picked so many big books as a TBR either, so...
A little bit of a side note, I also will be reading The Selection. I will do the audiobook for it. It is only 8 hours, so that will be done in one day. I'm just rereading it, so once we have our book talk about the books we selected for each other, I can give more of an accurate feedback because I don't want to mix what happened on book 2 and 3.
Yeah, thankfully Carry On is just one book at the moment. Because next year we get a second. But anyway, thankfully Carry On is only one book, and if I can watch a review or read a couple of details, I can refresh Carry On really quickly in my head. Yep. So, this is it, guys. Oh my god. Can you do it?
You think I'm overachieving? I'll probably read more than this.
Probably. I am going to try to keep to this list.
But yeah,
Try.
woo!
Okay, guys, so that wraps up our September TBR. We're definitely gonna do. It may not. Our TBR list may not be every month. There's a couple of months where we might choose to do another video. We're gonna try to keep you as updated as we can on our TBRs, but it may be a little bit off in a couple of months. However, for every TBR we do, we are going to try and keep our little secret suggestion going on.
Or like we're gonna do next TBR, we're selecting a book we will both read.
Mm-hmm. It's just to do a review out of it. That TBR would lead to a review video. Yep. So we will both be reading the book.
But other than that, I believe that is all for today.
On this sunny, rainy day outside, you guys can't see it, but it's been on and off like sunshine and rain behind the camera. It is insane. But thank God the lighting is beautiful still.
Yeah. And, well, yeah. Bye.
See you next month.